Yo guys, it's CFB, welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you're all doing well. Sorry that there's been no uploads in the last 4 days or so. It's because there's been no Chelsea news whatsoever. You know, the manager situation is still ongoing, but it's looking good that it's going to get done very, very soon. And yeah, there's not really been much, good news coming out of Chelsea recently. Not bad news, but, no news in general. But today we've got the preview of Arsenal versus Chelsea. A game I'm dreading. I am actually dreading. But before we get into the preview, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. Also, first link in the description is my second channel, so go and give that a check out. And yeah, let's just get straight into the video because, I'm really worried for this game. Any Chelsea team that I've lived with, I've always, even on a bad season where Arsenal have been better, I've always had that slight feeling that Chelsea will get above them, that slight feeling that we can score a goal against them and win the game and stuff like that, But with this Chelsea team, I don't see a way we score. That's not even just because of Arsenal. That's not just because of how good Arsenal have been. Like I've said, I've always backed Chelsea to even win a game, even when we're on a bad season. It's just how crap we've been. Conor Gallagher got our goal of the month last month. It was the only goal we scored, and it was a deflection. Yep. That's what I mean. It's a shocking season. It's a shocking season. At least we're in the 1st of May. So, May is the last month of the Premier League fixtures until the massive break, until the new season. Thank the Lord. It's now looking also very, very unlikely that Chelsea are going to get relegated. So that's a positive as well, I guess. There's a bit more calmness in my heart now. You know what I'm saying? There's a bit more calmness. But, I've got a little theory. I want to tell you guys something, yeah. So, in 2016, back in the 15-16 season, when Chelsea had that awful run where we finished 10th. Do you remember how bad that season was? Wow. The day that we played Tottenham, remember that game Tottenham where we drew 2-2 with them? They had to win the game and not lose or draw to still be in the title race with Leicester. But if Chelsea won the game or drew the game, that's it. Tottenham's hopes for the title were over. Do you remember? That day was the 2nd of May. In the season where we were having one of the worst seasons in a while, when we came 10th. Obviously, we ended up drawing the game 2-2 and Hazard curler top bins. Wow. Chelsea are having a stinky season. Probably the worst season we've had in the last 30-odd years or something like that, apparently. Yeah. It's the 2nd of May tomorrow, and another London team is in the running for the title. See where I'm going with this? If Chelsea win or draw tomorrow against Arsenal, that's it. That's pretty much Arsenal's title hopes done. Because City will have another 2 games in hand and they'll be a point ahead of them. Do you know what I mean? See where I'm going with this? On the 2nd, it's weird because it's the 2nd of May, Tottenham were in the title race in 15-16 on the 2nd of May. If they lost or drew, like I said, if they lost, then that was it. Or drew, like I said, and that was it. And it was the 2nd of May. Tomorrow's the 2nd of May in Chelsea's worst season. And another London team's in a title race. Is it written in the stars? I don't know. I would like to think it is. There would be nothing more that I love this season than Chelsea winning 1-0 and it's a Mudryk last minute winner. The man Arsenal fans were craving about, saying, oh, we're going to get him, and Chelsea ended up snatching him off in the last second. There would be nothing more than I love than that happening this season. Nothing more. I think, I don't know if that would top 15-16, but it would be really, really nice. It would be really nice. Also, if you don't know already, Chelsea have dropped down to 12th now. Crystal Palace are now ahead of us by a point or two. A point. It's shocking. It really is. Do Chelsea have a chance of doing it tomorrow? Nah. I really, really don't think so. We're going to get to that towards the end of the video. Obviously, Arsenal still in the title race with City. They lost 4-1 to City. I knew that was going to happen. But one thing Frank Lampard needs to do to even us to even stand a chance, I reckon there's generally about 5% chance of us win this game, is you go with the 3-4-3, not the 3-5-2. If I see the 3-5-2 tomorrow, and I even see a Sterling or a Gallagher or both up top, I'm just write the game off. Like I said in the last preview, write the game off. It won't work. It just doesn't work. 3-5-2 is one of the worst formations I've seen Chelsea play ever. Ever. You know, it has to be the 3-4-3. Honestly, I'm going to get into that. Well, you guys know what formation I'm going to go with. The 3-4-3. It's the 3-4-3. But I want to see Frank maybe give some players a chance. Even if it's off the bench, I want to see him giving players a chance for tomorrow's game. I do not want to see anybody rested either, because I'm sorry, we can't be resting nobody for this game. We can't. It's, if you think about it, it is a big game, because let's be real, none of us want Arsenal to win the league. I saw a couple of Chelsea fans on Twitter saying that they wanted Arsenal to win the league over City doing a 3-year trot of win the league. No, I don't like City, but I hate Arsenal. I'm sorry, you got to know where your proper rivals are, and that's looking directly at Arsenal. I couldn't stand Arsenal win the league. I'm sorry, I couldn't stand it. The fact that they're in the running for it and we're doing so shit this season, it's been a horrid season. Really, really bad. Like I've already said, I think this is now worse than 15-16. This is now worse than 15-16. I generally can't see a way Chelsea win a game until the end of the season. I actually don't think we can win a game until the end of the season, which is just... I mean, I've said it loads of times. The fact I'm even talking about Chelsea and relegation is awful. Also, the first ever time in my whole lifetime that I've ever had to check the Premier League app and go on a table and look at how far we are from the drop of relegation, and if the relegation sides and the teams below us are dropping points. That's the first ever time I've looked at that. Not even 15-16 I was looking at that. You know, maybe 11th I did, but not all the way down to relegation. Nah, never in my life have I ever been like that. So, you know, I'm really just hoping that Chelsea could even show a bit of fight tomorrow, because, you know, we play well for the first 15 minutes and then we just drop down. We just drop down, especially when we can see the goal. If we can see the goal tomorrow, I want our heads to still be up. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, without further ado, without any more talking, let's just jump straight into the team that I think Chelsea should go with for tomorrow. So obviously Chelsea got to go with the 3-4-3. I'm just going to put the whole team on here for you right now. So there it is. So Kepa in goal, Badiashile, Silva, Fofana, Chilwell, Fernandes, Kante, Loftus-Cheek, Mudryk, Madueke, and Fofana up top. It has to be them lot. It has to be. Like I said, I think Aspie's a good player. You know, the weak link there is obviously Loftus-Cheek at right wing back. Obviously, like I said, Aspie is a good player and he does show fight for Chelsea, but he's getting on too much now. His legs are just going, you know, defensively he's not great anymore. He's not great. I think he'd be better in a centre-back in a three. But I'm sorry, Badiashile, Silva and Fofana have to be your back three. You can't have an Aspie in there. That's the strongest back three we could possibly go to in the whole team. You know, I don't think you can get a better back three than that. Obviously, like I said, going forward, I think Loftus-Cheek can offer something. He's very good going forward, but it's just going back, he's a bit shaky. So it's kind of leaving Wesley Fofana a bit like isolated in a way, I guess. Silva ain't got really complaints about. Badiashile has to be in. If Badiashile's on the bench again, I generally don't know what Frank Lampard has against him. I just don't, because Badiashile hasn't put a foot wrong. But he's got Chilwell to back him up. I think Chilwell will be on it for tomorrow. Chilwell knows what it's like to play in a big game, you know, especially for Chelsea. I've seen a lot of people hammering Chilwell, saying he's not a good player. I think Chilwell's a good player, personally. Enzo Fernandez and Kante is your strongest midfield two you're going to have to go to, you know, possibly. I think Zakaria is a good player. I feel bad for him not getting game time at the moment. He's a good player. Maybe he could come off the bench for tomorrow's game. But my one thing about Zakaria is I feel like on the ball he's not as good as a Kante and a Fernandes. And I think on the ball for tomorrow's match you need to be on it. On it. It's going to be a high-pressured game, you know what I mean? Arsenal are going to come out with a lot of pressure. And your fitness has got to be on point. You can't panic. You can't panic on the ball. And I've noticed Zakaria, as much as I am a fan of him, he does panic on the ball sometimes. Mudryk and Madueke have to be your front, your wingers behind the striker. Obviously, Datro Fofana, like I said. Mudryk has to get a start. I'm sorry. He's been phenomenal the last 3 games. He's improving each game he goes on. All he's missing now is a goal. Like I said, if he scored tomorrow against Arsenal, it would really be it would be cherry on top, That would be perfect. Madueke, obviously, off the right wing as well. Every time he comes off the bench, he's not had a start yet, I don't think. I know he started against West Ham. But the game he had off the bench in the last game, he showed more than what Sterling did and what Gallagher did and the other forward lines have done. He was driving at players, no passes back, he was driving at players. He wanted to entertain the crowd. He wants to go forward. He's direct, He wants to score. And I think that's what we need. We can't keep dealing with players who are scared to take on, the opposition. Do you know what I mean? Madueke comes in with no fear. He comes in with no fear. And that's one thing I like about Madueke. And Mudryk as well. Mudryk is another player that will. One thing I like about Mudryk for this game as well is Arsenal play a high line. You can catch Arsenal's high line off with an Enzo Fernandez over the top ball to Mudryk. Mudryk's got that pace to skin that whole Arsenal defence. Skin it. Arsenal won't be having Saliba either. So, that's their quickest centre-back out, in my opinion. And then up front, Datro. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, you probably have to go with Aubameyang for this game, because he's played more regular minutes since Datro has. Now, what I have got to say to that is, look, respect to Aubameyang, I saw a video come out at the end of last match where he actually went up to the fans. It was him and Madueke. They went up to the fans while some of our players were going down the tunnel. And he went and clapped the fans. That's all I can ask for. And he was one of the few that went up and clapped the fans at the end of the game. And was apologised and stuff like that. Fair play to Aubameyang for that. And I've gained a lot more respect for him like that. Because of that. But I think for tomorrow, Aubameyang started against Arsenal last time we played Arsenal and he didn't have a good game. And I feel like it's just going to be the tale again. I just feel like he just won't have a great game. Maybe he could come off the bench. I think him coming off the bench would impact the game a bit more. But I think Datro Fofana offers more than Aubameyang at this moment in time, Going forward, he's got more pace, I feel like he'll show more fight than Aubameyang. No offence to Aubameyang, but I feel like he'll show more fight, Datro will. I feel like on the ball, he's way better than Aubameyang as well, Datro's really good on the ball. I got a feeling, let Datro have a run. Datro's going to show more than what Aubameyang will. Aubameyang wants to leave this season, at the end of the season. Datro doesn't. Datro wants to make it at Chelsea. Give him a run in. We've got nothing to play for now, just risk it. Give him a run in. If it don't work, oh well, he's still a raw player. He's still got loads of time to develop and stuff like that. Just give him a run in. You know what I mean? Even at least put him on the bench, do you know what I'm saying? I'd like to see, a Carney Chukwuemeka come off the bench, I'd like to see players like that given a chance. Maybe a Lewis Hall. I wouldn't mind a Lewis Hall coming on. Again, he's a player that's played a couple games this season, 3 or 4 games this season, and he's shown fight, He's a good player, Lewis Hall. So I'd like to see maybe them players on the bench given a chance for this type of game. Because I feel like they'd show more fight in a London derby than what maybe some other players would. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's my team for the Arsenal game. Let me know what you go with in the comments down below. Now, score prediction for tomorrow. I'm dreading this one, I'll be honest. I really don't want to give a prediction, But I have a feeling Chelsea are going to lose 2-0 tomorrow. 2-0. could possibly be... Nah, I think it'll be 2-0. I think it'll be 2-0. I think our defence will keep us in the game. Because, like I said, we've got a good defence. We've got one of the best defences in the league, believe it or not. We've got third or fourth best defence. But we've legit got like the third worst attack. Like, we're 2 goals off the worst attack in the league. That's what I'm saying. I just don't see where we score tomorrow. Not because the players up front or something like that. Just like, it's just because the whole aura going around Chelsea at the moment. It's just not the best time, is it? And Arsenal having a good time near the top of the table. I just feel like even tactically Frank Lampard won't get it right. I have a feeling Frank Lampard won't go anywhere near that team. I have a feeling he might go with the 3-5-2 or 4-3-3. And not the same type of players, I'll be honest. But yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be 2-0 Arsenal, and it's going to be a really hard watch. So strap in, you know, just drink it in like a J2O on a Christmas day. You know what I mean? You just got to drink it in. It's annoying, but yeah, strap in for it. Strap in for it. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. Please like, subscribe. Review will be out tomorrow, so check that out. And yeah, after the game. So yeah, I'm praying. All right, take care, guys. Peace.